Central Florida driver is stuck with a $12,000 car repair bill after a bottle of water spilled in the back seat of his SUV.
A few minutes later, I started to get warnings from the car that various systems were offline.
Tonight, Action 9 investigates why his insurance company and the dealer both say he's on his own for these costly repairs.
I was shocked. I was panicked, to be honest with you.
The dealer told him the water that was spilled fried the wiring underneath his seats.
Investigator reporter Jeff Deal live in studio now with how this simple spill has left this driver high and dry, Jeff.
Yeah, the SUV is just a couple of years old, but the dealership refused to make the repairs under warranty, saying it's not a manufacturing defect. The driver then turned to his car insurance since the spill was accidental, but that claim was denied too.
Sleek and quick.
It's instant torque. Instant torque. It surprises a lot of people how fast it goes.
Mike McCormick loved almost everything about his 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 5 until last month, when traffic on I-4 suddenly slowed and he had to hit the brakes. There was a 20-ounce water bottle in his back seat.
It flew forward. I felt it hit the driver's seat. It probably dropped down at that point, and I felt on my ankles a little bit of the water.
Within minutes, he says warning lights on his display started flashing. By the time he got home, he said the turn signals didn't work and the car wouldn't shut off.
Stop, start, nothing happened. Yeah, so the car was totally unresponsive to anything, so I was probably lucky to get home.
At his local Hyundai dealership, the service team determined someone sitting in the seat with wet clothes or a water spill was likely to blame, and said sand on the floorboards could have also contributed to the problem. They let him know the floor and driver's seat wiring harnesses have to be replaced. The total cost, $11,882.08.
I was shocked. I was like, what am I? That's a huge amount of money and not covered. I'm like, that's not right, because I didn't do anything wrong.
According to Michael, the dealer wouldn't cover it under warranty because it isn't a manufacturing defect, saying it was caused by external factors. He then filed an insurance claim, which State Farm denied, determining it was due to corrosion over time and not sudden accidental damage.
And one of the hardest things is that cars are so complicated now. Fixing them as a result is so much more expensive.
Consumer advisor Clark Howard said cars these days are basically computers on wheels and much more complicated to work on than cars from 15 to 20 years ago. Other consumers have noted problems with costly wiring under the seats of the Ioniq 5. One posting on Reddit with a headline, Ioniq 5, $10,000 nightmare, time bomb beneath the front seats. Forum users criticized the lack of space between the wiring and the floor, causing the wires to snag and get damaged, also not covered under warranty.
And if other people are having the same problem with the wiring systems in an Ioniq 5, then you want to follow the same paths they are to try to get the issue resolved with Hyundai. I'm totally unconvinced that a bottle of water should have caused this kind of damage.
Michael believes it's a design flaw, that parts so critical to the operation of his SUV would be so vulnerable and costly to repair.
Kids are always spilling things in the back seat, or, people are, there's a zillion cup holders everywhere, things spill.
For privacy reasons, State Farm said it couldn't speak to the specifics of this claim, but in general, if a car shows evidence of long-term exposure to moisture like corrosion, the damage would not be covered. Hyundai hasn't answered our specific questions, but did send Michael a letter yesterday saying it appears this was caused by an outside influence, not a defect. Live in the studio, Jeff Deal, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jeff, thank you.